The Philippines woke up to a stunning scene this week as the United States deployed one of its most powerful aircraft carriers, accompanied by dozens of F-35 Lightning II stealth fighter jets, to Subic Bay, a move that immediately drew regional and international attention. The sudden arrival of the U.S. carrier strike group comes amid rising tensions in the South China Sea, where Beijing has continued its aggressive island building and militarization campaigns despite international protests and legal rulings. Subic Bay, once a major U.S. naval base until 1992, now echoes with the roar of jet engines and the deep rumble of American warships. The return of U.S. military presence in such strength is seen by many Filipinos as both reassuring and alarming. Filipino fishermen and residents in nearby Olongapo reported seeing the massive aircraft carrier, believed to be the USS Gerald R. Ford, entering the bay early Monday morning under tight security. Helicopters circled the skies as naval personnel coordinated docking operations. The Philippine government has yet to issue a formal statement detailing the purpose of the visit, but sources inside the Department of National Defense suggest the deployment is part of enhanced cooperation exercises under the Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. Military analysts say the presence of the F-35s, America's most advanced stealth fighters, sends a strong signal to China and other regional actors that Washington remains committed to defending its allies and maintaining freedom of navigation in the Indo-Pacific. The F-35 Lightning II jets, known for their radar-evading capabilities and precision targeting systems, can carry out both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, making them a key deterrent against potential threats in contested waters. Crowds of Filipinos gathered near coastal areas to catch a glimpse of the impressive fleet. Many took to social media to share photos and videos of the carrier group, with hashtags like #SubicBayAlert and #US Carrier Returns trending across X and Facebook. Local businesses in Olongapo and nearby provinces welcomed the news, seeing the influx of American sailors as a potential economic boost. Hotels, restaurants, and shops prepared for a surge of visitors as the deployment drew interest from the public. However, not everyone is pleased. Several activist groups criticized the move, arguing that it risks turning the Philippines into a launchpad for U.S. wars and escalating tensions with China, which has already protested the increased military cooperation between Manila and Washington. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs quickly condemned the presence of the U.S. carrier in Philippine waters, calling it a provocative display of military power and warning against actions that undermine regional stability. In contrast, officials from the U.S. Pacific Fleet emphasized that the carrier's visit was routine and aimed at strengthening ties with the Philippine Navy, conducting joint training, and supporting humanitarian readiness missions in the region. Security experts note that Subic Bay's strategic location, just 200 kilometers from the South China Sea, makes it an ideal point for rapid response operations, logistics, and surveillance in case of conflict or natural disaster. The Philippine Navy also showcased its newly acquired coastal radar systems during the event, signaling its growing modernization and readiness to integrate with allied forces. Filipino defense analysts believe this event marks a turning point in Manila's foreign policy, shifting from a cautious stance to a more assertive one that prioritizes national sovereignty and alliance-based deterrence. This is not just about showing strength, one analyst explained. It's about sending a message that the Philippines will no longer stand by while its territorial rights are challenged. Meanwhile, ordinary Filipinos expressed mixed emotions. Some voiced pride and gratitude toward the U.S. for offering protection, while others feared the Philippines might be drawn into a great power confrontation. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has repeatedly emphasized the importance of balancing diplomacy with defense preparedness, saying that peace is only sustainable when backed by strengthened solidarity with trusted allies. The presence of the U.S. carrier and F-35s is expected to last for several weeks, with joint exercises planned in both maritime defense and disaster response. Filipino pilots may also get a rare opportunity to train alongside American aviators. As night falls over Subic Bay, the lights of the U.S. carrier shimmer across the water, a powerful symbol of alliance, deterrence, and uncertainty. For the Philippines, this moment could redefine its role in the Indo-Pacific and its future in an increasingly tense geopolitical landscape.